Okay, we're finishing off our grape juice today. This is our Victorio juicer, and we just filled the bottom pan with water up to the lip. And this lip is about an inch down from the top, and it gives room for the upper pan to sit in there. And we'll turn the burner on to high, right front to high. This is our juicer. Our canning stove starting to get a little dirty from spillover. All right, then we're going to take the juice catch pan and set it in here like that. This is all stainless. It just sits right down in that little groove. It's about an inch, like that. And as the juice fills up to within, an inch or so from the top of this cone, it spills up and siphons up and over and down into the pan we're going to set out here for the juice that it catches. Now we have a product pan, and that'll hold about 8 to 10 pounds of grapes. I could measure it. Let's measure it. So we have a scales, and I can zero out the scales back to zero like that, and then we'll fill it and see how much we can put in the pan. While that's heating, we'll pull out some grapes. These are red Suffolk red is how they're called, and even though some of these are green, they're plenty juicy, plenty ripe, and the birds are starting to eat them, and we're going to juice them all. And the end result is a pink grape juice. We've picked everything that's out there. So there's nothing left on the vine. Today's September 12th. And I think we're just a little earlier than normal this year on a lot of our things, but we can't be having the birds eat the grapes. So I'm not netting the grapes. They should all look really pretty pink. Let's see if I can find a better one. They should all be nice and pink like that, but even these are super sweet. Red Suffolk is a sweet grape anyway. Okay, so I'm going to squeeze those down, and we're right at, if I take one off, 10 pounds, right there, 10 pounds. Let's put that over on the cooker. And a squeeze, so the lid will close. Put the lid on it. Okay, this is a 3-gallon stock pot. I'm not using the valve, I'm just going to lay it right in there. This valve here comes with the system, and you can actually turn it on and off just by using the handle to squeeze the tube, and it backs the juice up in the cooker. Well, you don't want to back it up too much. There's only room for so much in there, and then it'll go over into the water in the top of the cone and spill over where it's not supposed to. So we're just going to leave plenty of room. This is 3 gallons of juice. Each cooker will make about 2 quarts. 10 pounds, my guess, be real close to 2 quarts, 1 jar. And we have enough here to do 2.5 batches. So this cooker, or this pot, stock pot, is plenty big for 2.5 batches. Here's a comparison of the grape juice we've been doing. We did 1 batch of, that's all we had was about 7 pounds of Concords. How dark this grape juice is compared to the Suffolk Red, which is a light colored grape, compared to Flame Seedless, which is a darker red grape. This is much more colorful, but the flavor is similar. The sweetness is the same. I haven't tried the Concord yet. This is concentrate straight out of the juicer, and it did 1 jar, and the flavor will be just on the tart side because we didn't sweeten it at all. So if I'm going to sweeten it, we would never put sugar in it. We just mix the two more sweeter, one of the two more sweeter with the Concord. At least that's our plan. And this year the grapes, the Concord grapes are very new. They're still in their second or third year. And in the following years, we'll have much more production. I expect to have 4 or 5 times as much production next year on those little plants as I did this year. Our Suffolk Red are the most numerous. We have a full 60-foot row of Suffolk Red. And we have 2 plants of the flame seedless, but I like flame seedless, and so they're I like the flavor maybe a little more than I do the just for eating grapes, and yet we still have a 60-foot row of these and not as many of these. And so someday I guess you could switch. We could change out this row for the flame seedless, but for now we have some really pretty Suffolk Red, and we'll maintain that and make sure things stay healthy and produce a lot of grapes. And the row where the flames were contained flame seedless, emerald, it's a white grape, and Neptune. You know, there were a number of different types of grapes down the row, and we've taken all of those out except 2 flame seedless and 1 emerald. And we've been replacing them with I'm sorry. We've been replacing them with Concord grape juice because I miss the flavor of Concord grapes. These are sweet and they're really good, but they don't taste the same flavor as Concord.